welcome back to the Northern Beaches #1 podcast. You're listening to The Whip. My name's Zach, and here's Elliot again. And we're running another internal in the Narrabeen studio today. We've got a few interesting topics we thought we'd cover. But Elliot, how's your week so far?
Not too bad, mate. Work is kicking me right between the legs.
Yeah.
But rather be busy than bored, you know.
Exactly.
You can smell summer, hey.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's been so good this
Today's
week.
been warmer as well. I've had the day off. Nice little sleep in.
I actually might, as a work break this time, I go jump in the water.
Oh, that'd be good.
I love living here because, in summer, winter it sucks because, as we talked about, there's no shops. But, but summer, just across the road, and, I'm almost back in rosé drinking weather.
Rosé, that's right. I forgot. You love the bottle of red
But,
wine.
dude, when you're in summer, having a rosé, it's, gets you so drunk. You don't have that many standards, and it's so cheap.
You don't have that many standards.
No, because a bottle of rosé is only 8 standards. But because it's wine drunk. It's
Wine drunk is so... Maybe I'm going to get a bit more involved.
It goes straight to the head.
What are the calories like with rosé?
It's a fair bit. A bottle of rosé would be 500 calories.
And that's compared to
A shot of vodka is 60.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, a shot of vodka. But it depends how many shots you do. Vodka's no calories.
Yeah.
If you have a vodka soda or a vodka lemonade, no sugar.
I feel the vodka sodas don't really get me that fucked up.
I love them. That's my go-to. With a lot of lime.
I like them, but then when you had them consistently a few days in a row, then this just tastes literally like poison.
I'm not a consistent in a row drinker anymore, but if I go out, I got offered because I know some people in Sydney for the UFC this weekend, and I got offered to go out Friday, and I have 2 things on. Tomorrow, and I have 2 things on Saturday, and I was I just can't do it. If I go out Friday, my Saturday night is just no fun for me.
Yeah, of course. I feel that I'm the same. I'm committed to only one day of actually on the tools. But when the silly season runs around,
silly season's a bit different when I'm not working.
Yeah, exactly.
But even still, I like my life admin. So
you like getting shit done.
Yeah. So it's if I'm fucking obviously this takes up time, and then work as well, and then I also want to just sit there and do nothing some days, and when I sit there and do nothing, I don't want to be hungover.
Yeah, because
I just feel
you sit
fucking
there, can't
shit,
do anything, and you're dying.
Yeah, and I just feel such fucking shit.
And all of a sudden you've ordered Macca's.
Yeah.
Lunch. Well, for breakfast because it's 10.
And then I'm also pounding a pizza for dinner.
Yeah, or you're fuck it, KFC. I'm already unhealthy. May as well just be unhealthy.
It's weird because I feel I tighten up my diet in summer, but I feel I should be eating whatever the fuck I want in summer and then not just before.
Yeah.
Because I want to get ripped for summer, but I don't care if I blow out at the end of summer.
Yeah, I reckon you should be tying it off now.
Exactly, which I'm trying to. I'm actually down 3 kgs.
Oh, nice.
But I'm if I don't know, I feel I'm in summer, I just don't. Because I feel you're always out doing something. You're not at home. Yeah. So you're never just at home bored and then it's I'll have something to eat.
And people are always doing things. And you tend to always be at the Stain or the pub or the Dickies.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not really eating there, are you?
And if you do, you're getting a bowl of chips, maybe a burger.
Yeah.
So it's fuck it.
But I was scrolling through because when I get to work, in the morning, I scroll through news things at the start of the day just to look busy. You know what I mean? Everyone who works in an office job knows one of the skills you need to learn is looking busy. And I came across this article that the US government is now is making a website to release information they found about aliens.
Yeah.
Which is kind of hectic because, do you believe in aliens? As a man of God.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Does that go against your religion if aliens exist? Does it talk about it in the Bible? Or not really. Probably not, does it? No.
It's how it doesn't talk about cocaine.
Well, yeah, okay, but it just exists.
Yeah.
But isn't man the only thing that could be created by God if God created the universe?
No, it's God created man in his own image. Because then otherwise what are bugs and shit. True.
Never thought of that.
Yes, it's not really touched on in the book. From what I'm educated on.
Yeah.
Missing something.
Yeah. No.
I may have done 3 years of Bible college, but I learned fucking nothing.
Yeah, well, it's I did 4 years of French in high school, and all I can say is comment tout appel, je m'appelle Elliot, basic stuff. I reckon I'd be able to read a menu. but that would be about it.
That's a bit of a flex.
Well, that's because it was like every assignment ever was like a food menu,
Oh,
and you had to
really?
go through a label what the food, and it's like basic shit, dude. Like,
Yeah, right, okay.
I don't. I'm unsure about aliens. Like, wouldn't we have seen them by now? But then as well, like I was reading this shit, and it's
Well,
like,
yeah, wasn't they saying there was like 500 UFO sightings
yeah,
in
there's
17 years, which is
yeah,
me.
yeah, there's like 500 like submitted, and then there's the only ones where I'm like weird is when it's like I was reading this article and this soldier was working at this nuclear site, and I don't know, it was in America. Do your own research. And apparently this unidentified object was like hovering above the base.
Yeah.
And then all the nuclear weapon systems they either went live or went down or something. And then the yarn from that is that like aliens are actually like trying to protect us. Because like, because there's heaps of reported alien activity around nuclear sites.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that in what you sent me.
Yeah, and all that. So like that would be the thing where it's like people often in like movies and stuff go like, oh, aliens are going to come invade. But the kind of argument that I don't really know any of it, but the argument that I'd more think is like, if they wanted to invade, why wouldn't they have come by now? I think that if they are like on Earth or something, they're here like to protect us from like blowing ourselves up and shit.
Yeah, of course. Or what they could have seen were angels as well.
Well, yeah, but like, yeah. But if I'm going but there's all those mass sighting ones. Like there was a school in South Australia,
Yeah.
a primary school where heaps of kids and like teachers and shit, like in the 70s or whatever, said like an alien landed in like the back of the school.
Yeah, right.
And it was like mass sighting. Like over 50 people said, yeah, this happened. And then there was a similar one in Colombia where like heaps of people were saying, yeah, like landed in this field, probably a cocaine field. So they all could have been high as fuck. So who knows? But those are the ones where I'm like, this is so edge.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit sus. So what, the Pentagon's launched, you said, a website.
Yeah.
Which is going to be able to be accessed by anyone.
And constantly updated.
And constantly updated. How do you think this is going to change life now?
Well, it's not because like the Pentagon could just manipulate it. Like if an alien actually does come,
Yeah.
as if they're going to admit it.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be crazy.
Well, yeah. Well, then I thought as well. So like there'll be photos and videos.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll open up like a public posting forum.
Well, apparently that on the site, like it was like going like it can constantly be updated.
Yeah.
So like you would be able to submit things, but as if like,
Oh.
do you know how many nutcases, especially in America?
Oh, dude, they love it.
Especially in America.
But
Like,
you know how like in Spider-Man,
yeah.
how Peter Parker's like paid to do like
Oh, the photos.
photos of Spider-Man.
You reckon some alien will just start taking photos of itself to make, to make money?
I was thinking more like, what if they started being like alien hunters and that became a profession?
There probably already is, dude. Like there is everything you can think of in America.
Oh, that'd be kind of fun.
I would,
Imagine if we did an episode where we try to be alien hunters.
dude. I've said like we don't get the only places like weird places we get in Australia is like if you go to the American like CIA base Pine Gap. That's like the only like weird that's in like the middle of WA Northern Territory, and like you can't get there.
Yeah.
We don't have really anything weird in Australia.
Maybe we should start being weird. Maybe we should start posting like UFO
Sightings.
sighting tutorial videos.
How to catch a UFO. Yeah. Well, the problem is with so many drones these days, you just wouldn't know.
Exactly.
Like there could be,
Maybe we should fake some
yeah, and also like
and get big on YouTube. This is a change of pop
Yeah.
to the alien sighting podcast.
we just turn real crap. But like to be honest, man, like I'm at this kind of age where nothing would shock me anymore. Like if an alien came down and started probing people in the street, like I'd be like, oh, that's like fucking odd, but I wouldn't lose my mind.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's like, oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Another day on Earth.
I'd be like, oh, that's like, you know, I might take a different road. Like I might not drive that way on the way to work or something, but I wouldn't be sitting there at the end of the street being like, dude, oh my God, there's aliens here. Like it could pop down. Like I don't think anything for me will ever get weirder after the lockdown.
Yeah, true.
So that was like the peak of weirdness in my life. After that,
it opens your eyes, makes you feel like anything can happen.
yeah, it's fucked. So yeah, I'm not sure about aliens. The one I do have my ass, but the one I do think, I don't believe the pyramids were built by slaves. I think they were already here.
Don't believe that one.
No, I think they were already here. They are so perfectly made.
And like, what does it talk about? Like they're built in certain places of the planet.
Yeah, the sun. like where the sun comes off it and stuff. And those rocks, like we can remake them like now, but we have to use technology. Like you just can't.
Okay, how did they make?
You can't. I think they were already there, and they just carved out the inside of it.
Well, have you heard the one where it's like I've seen it on TikTok? It's like the thoughts that Egypt could have been the old Atlantis, and it was underwater.
No, I haven't heard that one.
So yeah, it explains it that like Egypt was the old Atlantis, and because of the water, which is why this is covered in sand, and that the pyramids actually stretch thousands of kilometers below ground.
I reckon they do. I reckon they were put there by aliens.
Another one. Well, I'm going there in a month, so maybe I should ask some people.
Yeah, maybe do some Dioring around.
What type of people do you reckon would know on the streets of Giza?
Probably not many. Well, I don't know.
Imagine if it was just like common knowledge there, and everyone's like, "Yeah, it's obviously fucking Atlantis."
Well, it's like the yarn about Australia, how heaps of people think that Australia isn't a real country and that we're all actors.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, there's like a yarn, especially in like Europe, that Australia isn't a real country and that we're all fucking actors that are just like put there to have this country.
Show.
Yeah, what it's like, because like I get it, it's unbelievable because we're the greatest fucking country on earth.
100%.
But like, I find that one so funny. Like, yeah, heaps of people, because a lot of it came out during because we had like obviously the most hectic lockdowns.
Yeah,
like the longest. Like
besides UK was pretty hectic.
Well, Melbourne is the most locked down city in the world.
Yeah,
they had the most lockdowns of any city in like the longest period of time. Melbourne. So like, everyone was saying, "Oh yeah, they're all actors, just like doing what the government says and stuff."
Yeah,
like so. I mean, if I am an actor, pay me. But those just has been like the freedom fighter Americans who were like, no lockdowns and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I actually, looking back on it, lockdowns were fucked. But
yeah, now looking back on it, hindsight, I wish I stood up.
How ridiculous.
Caused a guerrilla warfare, caused an uprising, took over the government.
Well, just like looking back on it, like how dumb was it? Like it's a cold.
Yeah, literally. You have to get injections.
Like that was it. Like we did not have to, like, stay inside if you want, give people the opportunity to work from home.
Yeah.
But like we took it way too far.
Yeah, literally.
But it just shows how fucked the government is.
It's like the fear of unknowing.
Like, well, that's the thing.
Let's just fucking...
That was the thing. Everyone was just like so scared, being like, what's going to... Like people were literally like... I remember, because I worked in childcare, so we had to go to work when it first happened. And like, it's all anyone could talk about. And like, kids were freaking out about their parents and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, now I've had it twice, probably 3 times now.
Yeah, I've had it technically once, but I reckon twice.
So, in the weirdest transition ever... Another one that I'm skeptical about, 9/11.
9/11, that's right. I saw that in your notes. So what's the conspiracy theory?
Well, the US knew it was going to happen and they didn't prevent it because they wanted to invade Iraq for the oil. The building, the 9/11 building, 6 months before this is alleged. Don't want to get sued. 6 months before.
This is just always seen online.
Yeah. Allegedly 6 months before the 9/11. God, I'm spreading there. Before the 9/11 happened, they took out terrorist insurance on the
building. I saw that in your notes as well.
Which is like it was like the first ever building in the world to have like that as like a compensation event.
Yeah. What I saw as well in my research could have been insider trading.
By who though?
So an extraordinary amount of put options were placed on United Airlines and American Airlines stocks, and speculate that insiders may have known in advance of the coming events of 9/11 and place bets accordingly.
Well, Russia said to the US, like, we found like intelligence that they are planning like a large scale attack, and America just like ignored it.
Yeah, right.
So like, there was something funny about the way those buildings fell.
It just looked like... But yeah, insider trading, imagine if you got rich off the two towers.
Well, so many people, yeah. Well, the insurance payout was crazy.
And then if you had heard shares, you're just like, fuck yeah. Bang.
Yeah, just drop them.
Yeah.
Like, just before it happened. Like, I don't know. Like, my mum's in New York at the moment, and she went to the site, and it's just like so weird. And it's so weird how many people think it's
a scam.
Well, like, just how they could get away with it.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? Like, without anyone knowing. Like, think about these days trying to hijack 3 planes.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even get away with catching a bus without tapping on my Opal. let alone hijacking 3 planes and like being able to fly it without getting them shot down.
Yeah, mates with beards can't even walk into pubs without getting ID checked.
I can't. Yeah.
Like, how are you stealing 3 planes these days, cunt?
I can't even get back into a club after getting kicked out.
Yeah.
Like, let alone, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's.
I wonder what type of like insider tradings we could do allegedly.
We're not involved in any real business. The only ones, the only ones would be like at the companies we work at, like selling secrets to their competitors.
Which we would never do.
Well, and I also am not smart enough to deliver it in a way that wouldn't come back to me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So like,
probably like leave a Google tab open or not delete history or whatever.
yeah, and I'm also just have too much anxiety in my life.
Yeah,
to
sure.
like,
To deal with the stress after.
well, the Alan Joyce.
Qantas.
Well, apparently,
shares are so down.
I fucking hate Qantas.
I used to love them because
I honestly, I'm putting this on the table, and it may get backlash at some point in the future. I hate airlines more than I hate oil companies.
Really? Tell us more about that.
How, like, oil companies, like, they just bump the prices of oil up. But how, as an airline, can you cancel and be your job?
Selling cancelled flights.
Your job is to go from A to B. Like, oil companies, fair enough, they fucking, like, they jack the prices up, but it's always there.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never not been able to get fuel. Where, like, I book a flight these days, and I'm like, is this even going to take off on this day?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Especially now, it's like, fuck.
The only company I've never had a problem with has been Virgin.
I've never had many issues. I used to rinse Tiger Airlines.
Yeah, but
that used to be so good just up to the Gold Coast.
See, I've had problems with Jetstar, but for me, Jetstar, it's like you pay for what you get.
Yeah.
But I can handle a shit flight experience. I can't handle cancellations. Like, what?
I've never had a cancellation.
I have had 2 with Jetstar, and I've had 1 with Qantas.
Yeah, I haven't really done probably as much flying as you do. Are these internal flights you're talking about?
Yeah, like for work and all that stuff. I've been pretty lucky. No, actually, I had a terrible experience going to New Zealand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got a 3-hour flight into Queenstown. Ended up being a 12-hour day because we got delayed, and then had to rendezvous through Christchurch and had to re-go to Auckland and then into Queenstown. We meant to arrive at Queenstown at 3 p.m. We got there at like 1 a.m. In New Zealand was the worst experience I've ever had.
Shit, fuck that.
The worst, and I would never. If I go back to New Zealand, I will. Well, it's only Qantas or Air New Zealand. So like, and I hate Qantas. But
Looks like Ellie's never going back to New Zealand.
No, but he's getting looked at for insider trading and stuff, allegedly, and stuff like that. But yeah, fuck Qantas.
Yeah,
like fuck him.
Well, I just want my shares to go back up.
Don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon. Don't know. They're honestly,
I still bought them at $3.40 at the bottom of COVID.
Yeah,
so I've still made money.
But they're like in the shitter. Bad.
Oh yeah,
like bad. Their reputation is worse than like Virgin and stuff.
Yeah,
like Virgin.
None of them else were selling cancelled flights.
That is like mind blowing in the extreme.
It's like, how did you think you'd get away with it?
And they got paid heaps by the government to keep staff on.
Yeah, because it's a national airline
with COVID grants from the government, and they just laid off all the staff anyway and kept the grant money.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, and so now people are like, "We'll pay back. Like, we'll just give everyone like 1,000,000 points."
Yeah.
They gave me 1,000 points the other day for using them this year, and I'm like, "This is just your way of trying to like,
smooth it over."
Yeah, which is just none, buddy. Like, I'm not flying with Qantas if I can avoid it.
Yeah.
Like, even going to Thailand, like, we booked through Jetstar because it was a direct flight, and I was advocating that we cop a layover with Malaysia Airlines, who's had a plane shot down and a plane missing without a trace, and I would rather be in those situations than fly with anything to do with Qantas. I would rather be potentially shot down by rebels than fly with Qantas.
Honestly,
that's on God. That's on God.
Make that the clip.
Yeah, I would rather go with. I'd rather be on an MH370 than a Qantas plane. And that's on God.
God, we pray for the lost
soul. You can take that. Yes, of course. All respect.
Fucking idiot.
But
yeah, clip that. That would have been funny.
Yeah, I fucking hate Qantas.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about any more of the conspiracy theories? I know you're on a tight ship today.
No, Hitler being alive was another one I had.
Yeah, Hitler's not being dead.
Well, there's heaps of Nazi towns in Argentina. Well, German towns in Argentina.
Bro, I was thinking, imagine if he just all of a sudden on YouTube dropped a podcast and he was like, I'm alive.
Do you reckon that would blow more people's minds than like if Jesus did it?
Unsure. Well, like if Jesus came back alive, it would be like world change. But if Hitler came back
with a pod,
would countries, you reckon, unite to fight him?
He'd be killed straight away. But like, do you reckon that would be like more because if like Jesus came back, I feel like a lot of people would be like anyway, oh, like, yeah, like this is awesome. Like, fucking oath, like, how are you? But like this, we've like believed in this for so long. You know what I mean?
I reckon more people wouldn't believe it.
What, Hitler?
If Jesus came back, as opposed to if Hitler.
I reckon more people wouldn't believe it's Hitler.
You reckon?
Yeah, because Jesus could just do stuff to be like, yeah, it's me. And people
That's true.
Yeah. And people would freak out. But I reckon if Hitler ran like a pod with like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I was thinking, imagine we just cabled Joe Rogan.
People would lose their minds. Like, it would be anarchy.
Yeah, it'd be wild. Fucking.
I reckon. Okay, what about this one, Dan? Do you reckon Hitler or Tupac being alive would be a bigger deal?
Hitler.
But a lot of But a lot of like uneducated people might not give a fuck.
Yeah, but it's still like Hitler.
Imagine if Hitler was alive. That'd be so crazy.
Yeah, and he just dropped a podcast.
I've always thought about if Tupac was still alive.
I haven't really. I've never really got into him that much.
No, he was my favourite.
That's why I'm like, yeah, obviously people care more about Hitler.
He was my gateway drug into rap music. He was my gateway drug.
Who was mine? T.I.
Yeah. Mine was...
Then followed closely by Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem. I feel like everyone's was Eminem because his songs were so fucked. Yeah. But like listening to him in high school, you were like...
Dude, look at this. Oh my God.
Well,
you're wearing the Apple headphones and sleepover. Like, oh my God.
Well, there's a conspiracy that...
Listen to this.
There's a conspiracy that Eminem died in 2005 and he's replaced by a body double. Because you know how when he was young until old, he looks the same, but like you've seen 8 Mile, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at him these days, he looks so, I reckon so different.
You reckon?
Like he's younger, like he looks nothing like he does in 8 Mile.
It was probably because it was like years ago.
And also because he's dead and he's been replaced.
Oh, yeah, true.
And he's been replaced.
That's another conspiracy. Is Eminem dead?
Yeah. Question mark. Yeah, so get your tinfoil hats on.
Yeah, so that was a good episode. A few conspiracy theories, a few fucking lessons learned, our thoughts on it.
Fuck Qantas.
Yeah, Elliot hates Qantas. Definitely clip that bit about
MH370. Yeah, I will. I'll chuck it through the AI clip generator thing. That thing fucking slaps.
Yeah, facts.
These slaps.
Guys, well, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We've got another few good episodes lined up.
Yeah.
Like we said previously.
We have a busy few weeks before we both take some well-earned holidays.
Yeah, exactly. True. Yeah. When do you leave? November?
End of November. Still got a while. Just before silly season. Just before. I go on my holiday, 10 days, come back, 2 weeks of work, back off for 14 days.
Oh.
So I've got a good December.
That last day of work before fucking the flight is going to go so slow.
I'll just work from home.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah. I'll just work from home. Take it easy. Make sure I've got everything packed. But I know I'm going to forget something.
Do you have to get a visa for Thailand?
On arrival.
Oh, yeah, hectic.
Pretty sure. Might want to check that. I think no, it's on arrival.
Because I had to get one for Egypt and Jordan, but not for Israel.
Yeah, it's weird how that'll work.
But if you go to Israel, the Arab countries don't let you in.
Yeah, because
they hate it.
Bro, be careful in Israel. Their Palestine conflict is fucking.
Yeah, no, I've been watching it.
Yeah,
watching it.
It's fucking edge.
It's always edge.
They launch rockets at each other and shit.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
You'll be right. If you die, it's good content. Yeah, it's good content.
It'll blow up on the northern beaches.
Yeah, we'll have to do some like wrap up like of both our trips and be like most fuck thing that happened and all that.
Hectic.
I mean, I'm going to Thailand, so you can use your imagination about probably what might
Are there full moon parties when you're going?
Yeah, we are going. It's on Caleb, friend of the show's birthday.
Oh, hectic.
So we're going. That's like why we went the dates we did.
Yeah, hectic.
To like make the full moon, and then also to meet the boys on the way back from Europe.
Yeah, nice. Fucking
so yeah, we'll be at a full moon party. Should be fucking pretty sick. I'm pretty excited.
Fucking oath. Right, guys, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Check, flex, check, flex, check. Diamonds in my fangs, flex, check, flex, check, flex, check.